Wake up, babe. New Genshin Impact characters just dropped. It is currently 3:30 a.m. and I am running on a copious amount of caffeine and a dream that one day we're going to get a cat girl in this game that's not going to cost me hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Yo, so if you check Genshin Impact Twitter, we just got a drip marketed some. So let me show you something really fucking cool. Unfortunately, no cat girls at this time, but we do have Wolf Boy, but not Razor. This time we're looking at GOROU. So GOROU is 100% coming next patch in 2.3, and he's going to be a Geo bow user. As you can see, he has the bow in his hand, and he is of the Geo type, so I'm really excited. Unless he has like a stance change like Raiden, but you know, probably not. He doesn't seem like he has something that insanely special. But in addition to that, we're also getting Itto crumbs. And look at this fucking dude. Look at this guy. This is the guy that your girlfriend tells you not to worry about. This man could probably squat your car across a football field without breaking a sweat. A lot of people develop phobias of spiders, but spiders develop phobias of this fucking guy. Legitimately, this guy looks so fucking sick. And he is a Geo Claymore user. So Itto, I really, guys, it's gonna be hard not to pull. This guy looks fucking sick. So I have a lot of thoughts about this actually. My first thought is, okay, 2 new Inazuma characters. I'm really hyped. Seeing a Geo bow user gives me a lot of hope for the Geo element, because while some of the best units in the game are Geo units, Geo is still less represented than other elements across the board, just because, especially right now with Shield being less of an important thing due to Spiral Abyss Floor 11, people just aren't using it as much. There's also not a ton of characters in the Geo cast, especially ones that aren't 5 stars, but then like, look, GOROU's gonna be probably a 4-star would be my guess. Okay, so what's interesting about GOROU, we'll talk about Itto in a minute, but what's interesting about GOROU to me is it says, born with a beast-like fighting intuition and tenacious will, he can find a way to victory even in the most critical moments. So this makes me wonder if he's going to actually be a strong support unit, if we're going to see some buffs come out of him that may be beneficial to our teams if we decide to run Geo. Though I guess the one thing I'm a little concerned about is that Geo units generally are focused around shields, and again, since it seems like miHoYo is trying to push us into a meta where we don't rely on shields as much as the previous one, this may be a little awkward if it's a shield supporting kind of thing, but I'm hoping that we do see that he's not just a shield support, that he does provide some kind of new buffs to our teams. I want to see some new synergies from miHoYo, and I really like the idea of a Geo bow user, so I'm hoping we get to see some really cool stuff from him, especially if we're going to see an Albedo rerun sometime in the future. Yeah guys, just lots of good stuff to look forward to. As far as Itto, I honestly haven't looked into Itto too much to know like a ton about his lore, but as you can see here, it says the first and greatest head of the ARATAKI gang, fast as the wind and mighty as thunder. He's an intrepid man with Oni blood running through his veins. So Oni blood, this guy, you know who this reminds me of? This guy high-key reminds me of Benimaru, and I'm so excited. We've shit talked a lot of the Inazuma characters, with the exception of Ayaka and Kazuha. We've talked a lot of crap about Inazuma characters, but there's no way miHoYo messes this up again, right? Like, they wouldn't let this character design go to waste. Well, I guess people are gonna pull for him anyways, even if he sucks though, because look how fucking cool he looks. So there's a couple of things that I'm hoping to see from this character. One major thing that I want to see is a Geo character that scales off of HP with a Claymore, so that way we can make the bell actually useful. However, I don't think that's gonna happen. It looks like over his shoulder, he's actually got a club type weapon though, which is really interesting. So maybe that's going to be the new 5-star we see. My guess is that Itto is going to be a DPS unit who just smacks things really hard. Because look how ripped this guy is. Look how big his weapon is. I cannot imagine any circumstance in which this big muscly boy would be a support. I'm hoping that we can finally have a melee Geo DPS that can actually compete with other top units. That would be insane. I'm also hoping, because he's big, strong man, that we get to see some really cool crushing animations and things like that. I don't know guys, it's really hard to speculate just based off of images, but I'm just so freaking excited for this. Like, I didn't think I'd be excited for whatever random Inazuma characters they threw at me, because I was like, oh yes, Yai waiting room, Lynette waiting room, but seeing this, holy crap. My wallet is already open, miHoYo. You've won. You've done it. You've created another character that I feel like I need to get. I'm also wondering if these two characters coming together in the next patch are going to have synergies with each other, since they are both Geo units. And Geo resonance can be really strong, actually. 15% more damage bonus to your normal and charged attacks is pretty solid. Not that you'd need charged attack damage with Itto, probably. Unless he's maybe the first Claymore user with a charged attack that's pretty worth using for overall damage output. But yeah, expect big muscly man. A lot of people were saying 2.2 is a filler patch, and honestly, every single day we get a new post about 2.2. I just believe it more and more. I believe 2.2 is a filler patch, and if you are interested in Itto, wait until we have more information. I'm not suggesting that you guys look at leaks. But I'm not suggesting you guys don't look at leaks. Child's a great unit, Hu Tao's a great unit, but it's possible that Itto could be an awesome unit as well. And honestly, if you were just looking to go for constellations on Child or Hu Tao, I might think twice with these characters coming up, especially if we learn something about them in the coming days. But what do I know? It's 3:45 a.m. now, and I'm not even really thinking straight anymore. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. I am incredibly hyped for these characters. I am so excited to see them. Also, my Polar Star video will be going up today, so make sure to watch that when that comes out, and I will catch you guys later.